Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Sentinel METAMOR-FORCE Gaiking the Knight. This stylized take on the classic super robot Gaiking is a special collaboration between Toei Animation and Sentinel. Toei and Sentinel have come together to give Gaiking a very cool knight theme. As far as I'm aware, this is a totally original design. I don't think there's a manga or anime associated with Gaiking the Knight yet. If I'm wrong, let us all know in the comments below because I would love to see Gaiking the Knight in action. To see the original Gaiking in action, check out the 1974 show, Gaiking. Sentinel METAMOR-FORCE Gaiking the Knight is another fantastic release in the METAMOR-FORCE line. Gaiking has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, fantastic articulation, and a cool transformation. Let's jump right into it and check out Gaiking himself. Gaiking has a fantastic range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look slightly up, down, left, right. The shoulder pads are on their own hinges. The shoulders have a very nice range of rotation. The shoulders can rotate a full 360 degrees. The arms can come out 90 degrees. We have an upper bicep swivel. We have very nice double jointed elbows. The elbows also have a swivel. The fists are on ball joints. We can tilt and spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. Also in the upper chest, we can actually open up the mouth of the Daiku-Maryu head. So we put the top piece here and also the bottom piece, and now the mouth is open. Very nice there. Moving down to the waist, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. In the waist area here on the front, we have two long articulated skirt pieces. These skirt pieces are comprised of several different ball joints, which is definitely very cool. Now, one thing to be mindful of, these skirt pieces can only move forward, they cannot swivel, so do be mindful you don't break anything off. If we spin around to the back, we have another skirt piece here that can move up and down slightly, which is very nice. Moving down to the legs, we can kick forwards about this much, backwards this much, and come out to the sides for a full split. Moving down to the knees, we can see some very cool engineering going on. First up, we have some very nice double jointed knees, but as you'll notice, when we move the knees, you'll see the top of the quad split and slide down. Very cool engineering going on there. You'll also notice when we actually bend the knees, the shins also spread out a little bit as well, so it's definitely very cool engineering that Sentinel is known for. Moving down to the feet can tilt, but they cannot swivel. But again, we have some cool engineering going on. So as we tilt the foot upward, you'll see this metal piece drops down right above the heel, which is very cool for consistency. But also, this is very great for dashing and stepping forward poses. Now, if you have an issue tilting the foot back into its original position, you may have to push up on this metal piece to get the foot back and flat. But still, very nice engineering going on with this figure for sure. When it comes to die-cast, Gaiking has a nice weight to him. Here are the die-cast parts from what I can tell. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Gaiking is stunning. Starting from the top, we have Gaiking's horns. The horns have a fantastic sharp ram-like sculpt with a vibrant gold paint app. Gaiking's head fin is very well done with a glossy red and metallic gold paint app. On the sides of the head fin, we have an image of Daiku-Maryu perfectly painted with a metallic gold paint app. Gaiking's face sculpt is fantastic and menacing. The head has a white paint app with gray panel lines and a metallic blue accent just underneath the head fin. The eyes have a yellow paint app with black outlines. The mouth guard has a very nicely detailed sharp angular sculpt with a metallic silver paint app. Moving down to the chest, we have the Daiku-Maryu head with a metallic gold paint up for the head and metallic silver for the fangs. The shoulders are nicely detailed with metallic blue paint up for the tops and dark gunmetal for the sides. The forearms have a dark gunmetal paint out with metallic blue accents and the vibrant red crosses in the center. On Gaiking's back, we have his pair of wings that have a very sharp and nicely detailed sculpt with a red paint app. The skirt pieces have a fantastic armored sculpt with a gunmetal paint app. The legs are very nicely detailed with the large vibrant red countercross stars on the knees. The rest of Gaiking's body has a fantastic armored sculpt consisting of dark gunmetal, metallic blue, and metallic silver. As a whole, Gaiking the Knight is truly stunning. I really love how this stylized armored knight take on Gaiking turned out. The articulation and engineering is fantastic, the paint apps are clean and crisp, and the diecast content gives Gaiking a very solid feel. Gaiking the Knight is part of the METAMOR-FORCE line, which means he has a transformation gimmick. Let's begin and transform Gaiking. To begin, first we're going to separate Gaiking's arms and wings from his body. To do this, grab the very back of Gaiking's backpack here and gently and firmly pull it from the body. You'll notice it reveals several pegs here. Once you have the arms separated, take the arms and rotate them forwards with the countercross forearms pointing upward, and that's it. Next, separate the Daiku-Maryu head from the lower torso like so. To transform the head, tilt Gaiking's head backwards and push down and forwards until the head fin meets flush with the slot here at the very top of the Daiku-Maryu head. Next, take the horns and rotate them at the third segment forwards. Finally, open up the Daiku-Maryu mouth by grabbing on some of the fangs here carefully and popping the mouth open and then pulling down the centerpiece so the mouth is all the way open. Finally, we have the legs. The legs are what they are. There's not much to be done with them. Just bring them in together and slightly bend the knees, and that's it. As a whole, Gaiking's transformation is simple and very well executed. This transformation might look strange to some, but this transformation is very accurate to the original show, which is very cool. Since this is a stylized take on Gaiking, to spice up the transformation, I think it would have been nice to see the arms and legs transform a little bit more, so it's not so obvious that they're arms and legs. In the end though, this is a very cool transformation gimmick. Now, let's take a look at Gaiking's accessories. Gaiking comes with one skirt, 3 pairs of hands, 1 shield, and 2 miracle lances. First, let's check out the skirt. The skirt is made of real fabric, just like our Sentinel getters. The skirt is very nice, clean, and has a vibrant red paint app. Inside of the skirt, there are 3 bendable wires to allow us to pose the skirt and further enhance Gaiking's dynamic poses. To attach the skirt, remove the waist armor pieces from the sides and the back to reveal their pegs. Slide the pegs through each loophole of the skirt, reattach the armor pieces, and that's it. Now, something you're going to have to endure, it seems when you have the skirt attached, the connection points of the waist armor pieces become a little weak, which means they tend to fall off when you're articulating the figure, and it can be very annoying. Now, Gaiking is complete with his very cool knightly skirt. Next, we have Gaiking's 3 pairs of hands. Gaiking comes with a pair of open hands, a pair of holding hands, and a pair of counter-cross holding hands. Each of the hands have a fantastic armored sculpt with a dark gunmetal paint app. The hands attach via ball joints. When removing the hands, hold close to the wrist joint so the pressure is on the hand and not the joint itself. Once you remove the fists, attach the desired pair of hands to match your favorite dynamic pose. Next, we have Gaiking's cool countercross gimmick. The countercrosses are stored on Gaiking's knees. The first time you try to remove the countercrosses from the knees, it may be difficult, so be careful. Once you remove the countercrosses, slide them into the countercross holding hands. It can be a little bit tricky properly sliding the countercrosses into the countercross holding hands, so again, be careful. Now, Gaiking can throw his signature countercrosses to cut down his foes. Next, we have the shield. The shield is very nicely detailed with a vibrant red countercross in the foreground and a metallic silver cross in the background. The shield body has a dark gunmetal paint app. The inside of the shield has a red paint app. To attach the shield, first unfold the wrist guard and rotate the handle upward. Insert the handle into the holding hand. Now, rotate the shield forward and wrap the wrist guard around Gaiking's wrists, and that's it. You'll also notice inside of the wrist guard there's a peg that pegs into Gaiking's forearm to further secure the shield to Gaiking's arm. Now with his shield in hand, Gaiking can defend against all attacks. Next, we have the pair of miracle lances. At the top of each miracle lance, we have the miracle drills. Both drills have a very nicely detailed sculpt with a red paint up for the drill and metallic silver for the cutting edges. The handles have a very nicely detailed sculpt with a dark gunmetal and metallic silver paint app. The miracle lances are held very firmly by the holding hands. The lances are held so firmly, it could be difficult putting them into the holding hands. The best way to put the lances into the holding hands is to carefully and firmly press the handle between the thumb and index finger of the holding hands. Once you've gotten the lance in far enough, rotate the hand and the lance will fall into the open groove of the holding hand. We also have the very cool option to attach the miracle drills directly to Gaiking. To do this, all you have to do is separate the miracle drills from the handles, remove Gaiking's forearms, and attach the miracle drills to Gaiking's arms. Now, with the miracle lances in hand, Gaiking can fight using a balanced fighting style, an offensive style, or go all out to defeat his foes. Finally, if you pre-order the special version of Gaiking from Ami, you will receive this very nice acrylic nameplate featuring some very cool artwork of Gaiking. If you pre-order from HLJ, you would have received a special shopping bag. I chose to go with the nameplate from Ami because I think it's much nicer than a bag. Plus, it looks really nice on a shelf. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's do some size comparisons. To conclude the review, Sentinel METAMOR-FORCE Gaiking the Knight is another fantastic release in the METAMOR-FORCE line. Gaiking has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, fantastic articulation, and a cool transformation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I must admit, I really underestimated how awesome this figure was going to be. I absolutely recommend picking up this figure. As far as I'm aware, there is not a manga or anime associated with Gaiking the Knight yet. If I'm wrong, let us all know where we can see Gaiking the Knight in action. To see the original Gaiking in action, check out the 1974 show Gaiking. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Check out the Facebook fan page and also follow me on Instagram. Like, comment, and subscribe.